Hi. Okay, Noelle Rose Anderson, hyphen Kale, DanceWarrior, blah, 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 blah. You know me by now. Love. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood today. So, what was I saying? Damn it, what was I? Oh, yeah. So, how do you guys know before I do? I mean, I love you guys, and thank you for letting me know. And thank you for confirming our, notion, in a sense. I had a feeling. My mother always hint dropped at it. She's like, you should have been a princess. And she would have canopy beds that were made up that were very princess-like. And anytime that we had a special wedding or occasion, I was dressed up. Look at my books. You know how I'm reading these to you, right? I think, it's in one of these, I think. And, she would dress me up to the nines like I was a princess. And then my dad was always like hinting at it a little bit, but he's kind of like the ranger from the north, very much so. I'm referring to the Lord of the Rings, not taking the crown in a sense. And I'm like, this is very, 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 very interesting. And then we have this one guy who is checking us out, and that's his job, to check out to see if there's any royalty left in the bloodlines. And I'm like, this is very interesting to me. What? I didn't make this dress, but I love it. Free people. I'll give them a good promotion. I don't know if they're good people or not, but they've always been good to me. And if they're not good to me, then I'll tell you so as well. But I'll give them a freebie this time. I'm not endorsing them. I'm just telling you, they made this dress. So if you have any complaints about my rack, it's not me. Okay, but it does look cute, doesn't it? Okay, now, very princess, the empire waistline. So I had my family hint dropping at all of this stuff my whole life, my whole entire life. And I'm like, what is this princess shit? And, whatever. And then my hair, because it's red. My performance hair, I have it very bright, 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 bright red. That is my trademark. And so is me with my normal color hair, right? And, they're both my trademark because I do different things. Sorry, but that's how it goes. Anyway, it's better to have very bright hair when you're performing on stage, because apparently these cute people like to poison a lot of dancers and a lot of people when they perform. So you have the bright hair, you wear the red lipstick. Yeah, I know, guys. So here's the thing. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of it. I'm sick of this Q bullshit. I am just sick to high heaven of all of this stuff, because now it seems like somebody's trying to slip somebody in as my daughter. So how do you explain this? Oh yeah, so if they slip me in as my daughter and then I'm executed, and there's something else too. There's hint drops that my son is referred to as a dog walker and I'm a dog. I love dogs, don't get me wrong. We've owned many of them, and we're getting a German Shepherd pretty soon for, protection. So if anybody, fucks with us, that person's gonna be lunch. So yeah, we've had to hire security guards. So we've had to hire fire protection guards, because we've been getting hint drops that somebody wanted to set our apartment on fire, of all things. We took all the lights down, all of this, it turned off all the electricity. So there's nothing that's going to be able to cause this except somebody setting a fire to it. So fire department, hashtag fire department, be on the lookout. You better be on our side. Otherwise, all this is coming out. It's coming out anyway, because I'm just kind of done with y'all. Okay, so, yeah, so what? I'm just saying, I have a lot of things written in my books. I have evidence of all this stuff. Go watch our videos. Did you see that one with the guy chasing us 7 times around? And I was like, we're just walking. I was doing ballet. I was doing pliés like my ballet teacher taught me how to do, and she would be proud of me. Look at that, I'm dropping my shoulders now, okay? They were not, this is an exaggeration, but they were like here. The accident of all things forced me to have to learn how to re-engage my shoulders, because my spine was completely damaged. Spinal cord injury, reversal of my spinal curve. I think that was the setup. Okay, so anyway, we were doing ballet and this guy chases us. So we have evidence of all of this being a corporate Q stalking. Yeah, in other words, the Q people, not QAnon, not Q this or that. I don't know. I didn't make up the name. I know nothing of this. This is all new to me. And they do these things. So when Aaron Spelling said to me, I should put cameras on you and, you know, follow you around because you're so entertaining and unique and all this stuff. I think he was hint dropping to me that that was already happening. And it wasn't movie producers doing it. It was more likely Q doing it. Q. Yeah, most people don't know about Q who are normal, everyday people. You know, I'm getting sick to death of this. This is horrible. So anyway, they call my son the dog walker and me the dog, and they portray me as like this pink poodle. Go look at my Silent Rose dance, you know, I'm in pink. Why a poodle for? I mean, no, I see myself more as a ferocious lion. Don't mess with me, okay? Lioness. You know, don't worry about the sex. I get it. The lion has the mane, the lioness does not. Who cares? But my point is this. These people, I think when it was coming through the grapevine, that they apparently, there's a group of women who are like, you know, here's Q, and then there's all these tentacles of Q and how they operate and control things, and apparently there's this group of witches, but they're not real witches like in fantasy terms, but people who actually do these disgusting sacrificial things. And so word got around that that's what they were going to do, that they were going to try to blow my son's head off and torture me and maim me, age me, cut my hair off, make it all white by throwing acid on me, and then carving out my belly for some other reason, which I'm not going to talk about right now. So I'm like, excuse me, is this real? If it's not, hey, we've got a great horror movie in the making, don't we? But if it is real, we have been talking to people in our government and reporting this, and I'm really pissed off because you guys need to help us now. This is going way too far. I don't care what kind of plan you guys have, but you guys are making our lives a living hell. Both sides, the good and bad. Okay? I don't think this is funny, and I don't want anybody dying at these crazy people's hands. You guys have to do something to help, because my family is all in our rights to sue for negligence. We are supposed to be protected by enemies, foreign and domestic. So apparently Q is mostly Americans. You know David Bowie's song, I'm Afraid of Americans? It gives it new meaning now, doesn't it? Okay, so we're done. We are so done with this. And apparently this kind of thing with Q has been going on, if I'm not mistaken, since around the Renaissance. So we did more informational research, and, you know, Queen Elizabeth, all right, enough of the jokes with my hair and the curls and all this stuff. I have naturally very curly hair, and it's really hard. You see it's starting to curl. I'm like putting it up in the bun because it is like freaking hot. It is March, and it is flipping hot, because once these chemicals get in your vehicle like this, it starts frying and coming out of people's tailpipes and all this other stuff too. How do we know? Watch our videos and learn, okay? We aren't afraid of anything. At this point, we have people like listening to us, watching us, and it's like, this is not okay. Why didn't anyone from our government long ago contact us and tell us what the hell is going on all this time? I mean, you know, we're learning it, and thank you guys. You know, when I'm mad like this, I'm not mad at the good guys.
Yeah, but you know, some kind of did, though, contact us.
What?
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
I don't know how to describe that. It's like some of them were on the up and up and they wanted to communicate, and some were not, and they just kind of stepped into it.
Yeah,
so
okay.
That was interesting, I thought.
That was interesting. Okay, so he's right. But what I'm trying to say, guys, look, why is it that it's this way? I mean, I get it that people are afraid of Q because they have money and power, apparently, and they can go around. They probably executed people in my family. I'm still not afraid. I think the best thing to do is to be very public about it. You know? Either be completely quiet or completely public, but being quiet doesn't save anybody's lives. How do I know this? Because all these people are unfortunately dying, and I'm like, why are they dying? Oh my god. And then Q is trying to make me, what is it? There's all these cockamamie terms like Queen of Hearts. It sounds like Alice in Wonderland. You know, some people call me Alice because I spoke up and broke the nonsense and logic, and I'm speaking out, right? And I'm fighting this with love and rationale, and it's kind of like throwing a wrench in Q and a lot of people's thought processes and success. They can't succeed as much anymore. And what else? Yeah, some people call me by my real name, which I appreciate. And some people call me the princess. Some people call me the queen. Some people, oh my God, some people call me the rose. Some people call me the butterfly. Everybody, depending on their point of view, calls me something different. And here's the thing. So I think Q is trying to make me their Queen of Hearts or something like that. And I don't even know if the Queen of Hearts is a good or a bad thing. Like I said, I'm all new to this. So I'm learning. And maybe I and my family are the only ones that can actually speak up about this because, you know, rightfully so, maybe wrongfully so. Y'all are afraid, you know, but, you know, we've got people driving around gassing us right now with this shit. Our windows fog up, and it's like, come on now, just stop. These people just need to grow the hell up. Oh, wait till it's made public who these people are. Some of them we know, we found out who they were, and I'm like, oh my God, grow up, hair. That's cowardice. You pay somebody to knock them off or something like that? That's evil. So, yeah, so that's the gist of it. There's a group of women. They're obviously not real witches because witchcraft isn't real. But the mayhem and the evil behind what they do is, okay? And they think that by killing off the sacrificial lamb, they were hinting at it was going to be me. You know, the innocent, beautiful, sweet person. And I'm like, okay, my shit stinks too. Am I a perfect person? No. Am I a rotten, evil person like them? No. And some of these people, apparently, I went to church with. And I'm like, is most Christianity filled with witches? I'm just saying, if it is, I am running for the fucking hills and I don't want to have anything to do with it anymore because I am just so turned off by it. You know, one of our older churches, and I'm not going to say the name, you know, the pastor is basically preaching to a bunch of criminals, like almost the whole congregation. 2/3 of the church left, and I'm like, why did 2/3 of the church leave? And then they were populated right up again with criminal people who are like apparently working for Q on some level, doing either the tailpipe gassing or the following, stalking thing, you know. They get their phones and they do the app. They take pictures. You ever see people on the phone like this? It's like they're taking pictures. They're just checking people in. That should be illegal. They're making money doing that, using my likeness, his likeness, other people's likenesses. And, you know, that's harming us because then Q, the upper circle here, the corporation, they know where we are. So you guys who've been waiting for Big Brother to happen, it has been here all along. David Bowie warned about it, George Orwell. It wasn't something to wait for. It was a warning saying, hey guys, this is what's going on. Surveillance devices, all this shit is. Our vehicle, I mean, our power is drained, and I'm like, why is it drained? They rigged this thing. Someone slammed into my husband while he was driving many years ago when we moved to California. Probably bought it in Vegas, and that was probably spiked there too, but then we moved to California, so they had to match California laws or something like that, and they had it for 5 months. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Replaced the goddamn bumper already. Test it.
Yes.
You know, it was making me mad. And then we couldn't go to work. We couldn't get work because of this, and it just spiraled out of control. So bad guys, if you're wondering why we couldn't pay our bills then, it's your fault because you kept our wheels. Pointing the fingers back at you. We are being harassed. I have been, oh my God, my father has been harassed by the cops back east since he was young. Now we know why. If there is royalty, and royalty basically, if you guys don't know, okay, so you have parliament, the government, and you have royalty. Royalty can basically say, you're a bad person, bye. And, you know, not kill them, but get rid of them. And if they're criminal, try them. But because Q is afraid of all royalty, see, guys, royalty ran for the hills because they knew they were being exterminated. And Q couldn't take completely all control over all of the rulers and countries with having that check and balance there. So no wonder why people may be trying to harm us. So I'm going to get some more documentation and show you what we found. We are like, wow, it's pretty amazing. And see, we knew already that we had nobility in the family. That wasn't hard to figure out because of the Navy and all these other things traced through time. But yeah, we had no Nazi people. So I was very happy to find that out. And we had very good people in our family, actually. So I'm not a racist. I would have to hate my own self because I am most races within me. I married interracially. I don't want to be flippant and say I really don't care. I care about the bad effects that people suffer from it. You know, being Christian Jewish, because my stepfather is Jewish. He adopted us, so we became part of the Jewish faith and everything. We celebrate both holidays when we can. Obviously, we haven't been celebrating anything, let alone Valentine's Day or our wedding anniversary in here. And, you know, is that working?
You just plugged it in.
I guess it is, yeah?
I'm not sure. Hold on. Oh, this is interesting. All right.
Yeah, it goes in the cup holder.
Oh.
So
I like that better.
Well, it won't create weight and pressure on this thing.
So theoretically won't damage. So yeah, I'm liking this so far too. All right, so back up because it's not completely broken, and this one seems to work well at the moment.
Here.
Let's plug everything back in. Where are the cords for the phones?
Okay, what was I saying?
I don't know what you're calling.
We have 10 different things going on at the same time. Okay, so, yeah, so then the royalty started circulating, and I'm like, what is this, and why has it been hidden? Look at The Sound of Music. They ended up in the same place that my family did in New Jersey. So I knew about the naval captain and all of that. And my family is quite prominent, actually, in Switzerland, Germany, Switzerland, I think. Schurter. Schurter. And there's another name, I'm not going to say it right now. That's the lineage that we really have to follow. And it's amazing. I was like, okay, then, so is it that my family ran for the hills, quite literally, went to Switzerland, that wasn't safe enough, and so they left, and they went elsewhere. They went to New Jersey, and New York, too. And, yeah, pretty interesting.
A longer one of these at home.
Oh my God, it's so flippin' hot. Can we go someplace else? Because this place is being severely patrolled, gassed with this shit, and
We'll pick it up later.
what do we need?
Just a cord, not important.
Oh, we can get it someplace else.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at, open this. We're getting steamed out of here really bad. We stayed here too long. So, you know, COVID, my ass, this is not a biological virus. I really don't think so, guys. I think it's chemical. And look at it, coronavirus. Does this have to do with executing anybody and anybody that is royalty that's left? Why are people doing what they're doing? Look at the videos. The one group dispensed this really bad, nasty, toxic dirt in our faces, and they were laughing at us and video recording the whole process. That's on video. You can look at it yourself. We got so sick. And then we had people harassing us. We have the cops, not all the cops, I hope not, but you know, they fly overhead, they circle. We're gonna put all of that up for you guys to see, but some of it's already up. And harass us like crazy. It's horrible. We call for help, we call 911 for help. People are like following us on the road, and nobody was dispatched. We had a problem at Whole Foods, people pounding on, this one guy pounding on our window, telling us to leave and swearing at us, and I'm like, oh my God. You know, people can be in their car and you see people driving like maniacs, and you swear in your car, you're swearing at the incident, but you're not swearing at them in their faces, they're far away. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about directly, not indirectly. So the intent is there. the intent was to harass us to get us to leave, so that's intimidation, which is a misdemeanor actually. So, you know, so we're seeing all this weird stuff happening, and then we're getting all of these hint drops about deep fakes and everything. So I'm like, what are they doing now? Are they like deep faking my image, doing something that I didn't do? We have our lives recorded 24/7 for a long time, because we were getting some weird ass notions that something bad was happening to us. So the cops said, the good cops said, you need to do this. You need to get a dash cam, security cameras in your car, in your house, everywhere like that. It's completely legit and legal. We asked them how to do it, and they told us. So we did everything right. And still this stuff is happening. And now it looks like there's someone impostering me, but me as my daughter. And that ain't gonna happen, because I'm reporting this person, and I think it's Q. I think it's Q that hired a casting company and cast somebody younger, and somebody is planning to knock us off, and they're gonna have this person step up, and then, oh look, you know, if all my family is dead, how do you prove or disprove it? And they probably have my DNA. And they could just lie and say, hey, you know, a lot of coroners lie. You know, they say, oh, this was death by suicide. And I'm like, impossible, because I knew that person. And they were telling me that some weird shit was happening to them. You know, things like that. And then they end up dead. So, yeah, if anything happens to death by suicide, would be a big fat lie. And, yeah. Even if they have a recording of us saying anything like that, because you know what? Sometimes people just talk like that back east. It just happens. People don't understand hyperbole or using slang or stuff like that. Wait, we're driving. I need my seatbelt on here. Hold on a second. Hold up. Sorry, I was slow. Guys, remind me.
Sorry about that.
So anyway, yeah, so it's been very interesting. So what else do I want to talk to you about? So a lot of times these people have been trying to also straw man me, and that wasn't working for them, because every time they tried doing it, isn't this cute? Every time I tried doing that, I would just come out balls to the wall, just saying, oh really? Well, how about this, and this, and this, and this? I'm like, that's bullshit. So, and we won each time, and we have evidence of us winning. These people lie. They do horrible things, and I want all these people who did these things to us in prison, or receive whatever judgment they should get, because we're not doing anything to anybody. And they've been trying to set us up. Oh my God. They're putting all these people around us that are different skin colors than us. And I'm like, so, welcome to our family. I mean, what do you want from me here? This is ridiculous. I was like, no, I don't have a problem. There might be some people in my family that are like that, but it ain't us here. That's for darn sure. Because we are all of that. And if anybody in my family has that problem, I don't adopt that. You know what I'm saying? That's not put on me. That's their thing. And you gotta talk to them about that. Not me. Some people have changed their minds too as they got older. They were like, wait a minute, this is stupid to judge somebody because they have different hair color, different eye color, different skin color. It's actually a horrible thing to do. But watch this clown here. Yeah, hold your horses, bunny. People are so rude.
He's wanting to cut us off.
I know, I saw. Drive very careful. I'll wrap this up soon. Actually, why don't you pull over into this neighborhood for a few minutes, Chris? Or are we en route to something?
We're not going anywhere specific.
We're going nowhere. What other errands do we have to run? Hold on.
Let's see.
Don't say it out loud, just look and see what you can do. Anyway, this is what's been happening, and we're not doing it. So lately, my brother calls up in a franticness saying, we just asked if we could sleep by his place, stay there. We'll pay rent and everything, you know? And he's like, well, I don't want them to come here. And I'm like, they're already there, hon. We're stronger in a unit together. We really are. More people, more eyes, we can help him. But you know what? And he's saying, just go, just go, just go. And now I'm like, you know what? I don't think we'll go. Because it's this bad everywhere. Everywhere. So if we leave and we have no place to go, we have the same situation, but with all of our furniture and no place to go. Not a good idea. Good idea, yeah, I get it, because we heard all this stuff about people trying to knock us off. But then I'm like, well, let's get security guards. Let's get protection in every sense of the word. And then we don't have anything to worry about it. Because word gets around that this gal is protecting herself, like, extremely. And nothing's going to happen. That's all I can say. So, no, I don't have a daughter, and I don't think I want one. I'm happy with my son, and if I had another child, I would want another son, I think. You know that?
Yeah.
I don't have anything against women. It's just that you have to worry more with girls. It's like, who are they going to marry? You have to worry about that with guys, too, but it's not as bad, because a guy can take care of himself. You know, a woman, you know, I had the child abuse done to me. I just worry, you know. I wouldn't want my daughter getting in the wrong hands. So, you know, just saying. It has nothing to do with me not liking either sex, you know, male, female, or liking one more than the other. It's just a practicality thing in today's day and age. But yeah, I don't have a daughter. This is very concerning to me. And nobody else lives with us. It's just us three. 3 bears. 2 guys, a girl. That's it. And I am very concerned at why this person is impostoring my daughter when I don't have a daughter, and why they're using my name. So, we're gonna fix that. Oh, by the way, I own the trademark for Noelle Kale. I use it. I use it professionally. So, can't use it. Can't use it at all. It's already marketed. So, I'm really kind of pissed off that that's happening. So Q, if you're listening, your days are numbered and over, and you need to stop messing around with this girl and my family. We're not taking this crap anymore. Didn't we have a nice talk yesterday, sweetie pie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you say about loving me?
That I love you?
Yeah. He's not going to let anything happen to us, and he's seeing more and more and more of this stuff happening, so, guys, you got to knock it off. Yeah. So, then you have to ask, well, why are these people doing all this stuff to us? Well, I think they've done things to everybody on some level. But they've done it mostly to us because apparently they've stolen so much of my copyright material, so much of my intellectual property. They have based characters on me. They have done so much to me. And yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So I have all of my photos from my entire life. And so if they try to impostor me with somebody that looks very similar to me, but a little bit younger version of me, saying that they're my daughter. I don't have a daughter. Okay? Never did. Ever. I'm me. I'm that whole persona. Apparently I'm also that persona too, but you know, somebody else is taking that up. We don't have a daughter that lives with us. We don't have anybody else that lives with us. Our landlord even knows that. Our neighbors know that. So if there's somebody else that is doing stuff in our apartment, they're going to be in big trouble. So, President Trump, hurry your little tush and help us. Okay? President Biden, hurry your little tush and help us. The VPs, all you people out there that we reached out to.